Ciao ragazzi, welcome to another episode of SempreInterTV with myself and Michael, where this evening we're going to be reviewing that 2-1 win against Sassuolo, and that all-important game that has put us 11 points clear at the top of the table with 9 games to go. We're here, we're going for it. So before we get into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe and let us know what you think in the comments down below.
Thoughts on the first half. Pretty decent. Good to take the lead early, especially so early in the first 10 minutes. It was a really nice goal from Lukaku. Brilliant glancing header into the far corner. Concealed was rooted. Really good play from Ashley Young. I thought his whole first half really was quite impressive considering the amount of time he spent on the bench. He didn't really look like he was lacking in sharpness until much later in the game, where his legs were starting to get a bit heavy. And you could see that, he just wasn't as fit as what he would normally be. The assist for the goal was beautiful. Lovely goal. And again, we basically just sat back for the rest of the half, absorbed the pressure, let Sassuolo have majority of the ball, knock it about, and then when they slip up, we grab it and try and counter. Arguably, we could be a little bit more ruthless in front of goal instead of trying to pass it in the back of the net, which we have been doing. But we do sort of have the room to be able to do that, considering how well we are playing. So it is good to see. There isn't much else to say really. It's a straightforward half. Everything went to plan. Goal early on, and then let Sassuolo try and do all the work. Really good.
Yeah, brilliant second half. I mean, it was basically exactly as Conte probably scripted it in his pre-match talk to the team. I mean, it was pretty much as the first half went. Very comfortable, into a happy to just sit back and let Sassuolo have all the possession. They had 67, I think, by the end, 67%. But Inter were happy to sit back. They had the 1-0 lead. They knew they could hit them on the counter, as we saw for the second goal. I mean, Lukaku just getting that through ball to Lautaro to finish off an absolute clinical finish into that bottom right-hand corner from Lautaro. That front two is just, I mean, I've run out of descriptive words for those front two this season. It's just fantastic. When one scores, the other assists and vice versa. They've just got so much. It's just brilliant having those two. And you just know that it's always going to end well. One of them's going to score, hopefully. So it worked out that both of them scored tonight, which is fantastic. And up until the 80th minute, I was just thinking, where's this Pazza Inter gone? This is control. This is discipline. This is exactly as structured as anyone could want in a run up to a title challenge. So it was brilliant. But then obviously that mistake by Hakimi, he just couldn't clear his lines, could he? So got dispossessed. Ashley Young was unable to clear that, which he obviously went for the foul, didn't get it, and then the fantastic finish, to be fair. But so we had that nervy last 5 or 6 minutes or so. But even then, we looked still quite controlled, and it looked quite comfortable in the end. And looking back, that's a fantastic win. It puts us 11 points clear. Let's go. Yeah, I think top for me is there's lots of notable performances in that game, particularly Ashley Young in that first half had a fantastic game, was so lively up and down that left flank. He obviously got the assist for Lukaku with that brilliant cross. He was defending well, he was covering well. Perfect replacement for Perisic on that left side. So fantastic performance by him. I think Lukaku, obviously a goal and assist, you can never count out. I mean, he was quite quiet the rest of the game, to be honest, but when we needed him, he stepped up, and also right near the end that he almost got another assist for Sanchez, who unfortunately put that ball over the bar. So I think Lukaku had a good game. I think obviously the whole defence did. Darmian stepped in admirably for Bastoni at that left centre-back role. I mean, I'm personally glad that he stepped in and not Kolarov, who's also a little bit injured. So it was just absolutely just fantastic, the whole team through. But I think tonight the top for me has to be the total squad that we've got. I mean, when we've got a few injuries, we've got suspensions, we've got Brozovic out, we've got Bastoni out, you could be forgiven for thinking that we might have a few difficulties. But the midfielders that came in, Sensi, Vecino, Eriksen in the middle, as opposed to being on that left centre midfield slot, I think we have a fantastic squad, and this is the perfect squad with Sanchez coming in, players like that off the bench. We also didn't even use Vidal tonight. So I just think we've got a fantastic squad, and I think the top for me is Conte using the squad to its maximum, and especially in this run-in where we are going to get injuries, we might get a few more COVID cases. It's going to be so critical, and we saw that tonight, how important it is to have those players off the bench that can make an impact and start a game as well, and be there to step up when our first 11 can't play for whatever reason. So for me, the top is the absolute fantastic squad and unity that we have.
My flop for the game today, I think I've got to put it down to just a tiny little bit of the old Pat's Inter creeping in at the end of the game there. I don't know if it was maybe the lack of Brozovic or Bastoni or both, but yeah, those last like 5-10 minutes were a bit ropey, and it was kind of hard to watch because it felt like another goal was coming. I don't know about anybody else, but that's how it felt to me, and I was a little bit nervous, more nervous than what I have been, especially like considering a few days ago we were only 1 goal up, and I didn't feel nervous at all until the end of the match, whereas those last 10 minutes, a little bit of that crept back again. So I don't know, maybe it's just because it's against Sassuolo and they are kind of our bogey team at the moment. We hadn't beaten them at the Meazza since, I think it was 2014, so I mean, this result could have went the other way, and the fact that Sanchez missed the golden opportunity to put us an extra goal ahead, just overhit his chip against Concealy. So that was a chance missed. So yeah, we're still not making life easy for ourselves, but it is getting better, obviously. It's a shame to concede a goal, but still, that's 10 games unbeaten now, so I can't be too negative about it. We still did, we got the 3 points, which is the main thing at the end of the day. But yeah, the less of that Pat Centre creeping in, the better. So yeah, other than that, I don't really have much else to say. Not much else to add on that front. Again, it was a positive game. So yeah, other than that, yeah, let's keep going.